Thomas Frank's post-match reaction after Tottenham's striking 2-0 win over Manchester City was one for the football books. Not because he made a tactical breakdown or issued a fiery response, no. What caught everyone's attention was his earnest call to send a message to a man he deeply respects, Jürgen Klopp. Standing calm in the press room, Frank said, "Yeah, it was good. He was a clever man. I need to text him and say, hey, that's awfully clever." That clever reference? It wasn't random praise. It was a nod to Klopp's famed gegenpressing strategy, a high press, attacking defensive system that treats winning the ball back as aggressively as scoring a goal. And tonight at the Etihad, Spurs showed why that system works. From kickoff, Frank's Spurs were pressing City high, disrupting build-up and cutting off space. That pressure forced a turnover that led to their second goal, a prime example of defending in the opponent's half. Frank didn't shy from admitting the influence, adding, "I definitely believe in the aggressive press as you saw today, as you saw with my Tottenham team. I believe in the high pressure. I believe in if we can be front-footed." That mindset defined the win. It was bold football, attacking while defending, and disrupting City's rhythm. And Frank recognized the joy in that tactical bravery when he said, "I like that mentality. I think it's offensive, it's a more offensive way of defending, and then it's more fun to defend in the opponent's half. And of course, today I think we were very successful also to score a goal from it." The goal Frank referred to came after relentless pressing and a Benfica-style interception. City's keeper flapped out of clearance, the ball broke loose, and João Palhinha punished them. It was textbook high-press play, a scenario Klopp's Liverpool sides made legendary. Just moments earlier, Brennan Johnson had broken the deadlock with a composed finish. Under Frank, Spurs looked more cohesive than they have in one season, defensively solid, pressing hard, and scoring from their identity. And that identity? It traces roots to Klopp's influence, which Frank openly acknowledged. This wasn't about copying tactics, it was about drawing inspiration, scaling it to a new context, and applying it with Spurs' own character. It's worth noting that Frank took over in June after Spurs' disappointing 17th-place finish. The club triggered his £10 million release clause from Brentford and brought over key staff, signaling a rebuild. Less than 3 months later, against one of the biggest teams in world football, his methods were paying off. Defensively disciplined, tactically flexible, and still vibrant going forward, Spurs under Frank were reborn. City, by contrast, were disjointed. Their young keeper Trafford played nervously, City's passing rhythms were stifled, and the Etihad emptied early. Guardiola's side struggled to adapt to the intensity, a rare sign that pressing can shift momentum even against elite squads. Frank colors this performance not as a fluke, but as a blueprint. He refused to lean on transfer distractions, praised new signings like Palhinha and Kudus, and reiterated that his squad, guided by a Rams mentality, is capable of elite consistency. Tottenham's manager isn't just championing pressing, he's building a Spurs that embody it nightly, where defending is an attack on the opponent's comfort. And that he owes to Klopp's legacy, which continues to ripple through football. Frank may text, but the biggest statement came right here on the pitch. A win built from intensity, identity, and a clever nod to a coach who changed the modern game. And perhaps, one day soon, he might get that text through. That was awfully clever.